Okay, Mr. McNamara, I'll go to you while we're still trying to get Mr. Firestone.
How's the audio?
You're great, thank you.
Hey, Colin McNamara, 47 Grandview Street.
Good evening, Mr.
Let's
McNamara.
jump in. I just want to keep everyone abreast on the legislative town hall meeting they had at White Library last week, because even though we had 4 of our reps there and about 8 of their aides and staff, there wasn't a single camera to record the event for posterity or the public's viewing at a later date. Some of the topics they talked about specifically were housing affordability, and they kept saying how they wanted to make housing more affordable and have certain programs to help people get money to put toward rent, and even bringing up the idea of rent controls, where you're capping the landlord's ability to actually charge a certain amount of rent, which is like straight up communist tactic. It's wonderful. But I don't hear anyone ever speaking about how they're going to incentivize businesses to come here and have jobs that people can actually afford to live. It's always like, we can get you a handout, which is going to make you more dependent in the long run. It's perfect democratic leadership, is what we got across the board in Manchester. Another thing was great was they talked about the estate tax, and they have a proposal to go from $9 million to $3 million, and they're going to start taxing you at $3 million. So in this day and age, when inflation is through the roof and the value of the dollar is going south, it's not hard to have $3 million in assets if you've been working your whole life and you have a large family that works together. And it's just indicative of the government wanting to take a big chunk out of your inheritance, which they did absolutely no work for at all. They weren't part of any of the process in you earning that money, but they'll gladly take it when you're dead. And when I asked Representative Doucette about this, he said, well, Massachusetts got a 2.5, Rhode Island's got a $1 million cap. So if it's okay, if other states do it, we should just steal from our citizens too, which is awesome. Last thing in legislative town hall, school safety. Some irate parents and grandparents there talking about school safety in regards to a student bringing a weapon to school at MHS recently. And I don't know if people realize this that are members of the public, but the people that work at town hall have better staff or better safety and better protection for themselves than your kids do at school, because there's an armed guard at town hall checking people and kind of hassling them every time they walk in the door, asking what their business is. So the employees of the town hall have better security than your children, which is comforting. Tong building, everyone knows what's going on. You guys don't have the political backbone or courage to stand up to the Attorney General. You don't want to step on any toes. You're allowing the sweetheart deal to happen because it's going to benefit you guys in the long run with your back and forth and your inside baseball with the state. It's charming. And I just hope the voters snap out of it one of these days and realize that you guys continuously have failures, whether it's the parkade, the repurposing schools. This is going to be another failure, almost guaranteed. But you're certainly spending money that's not in appropriate fashion. I hope you have some repercussions at the ballot. That would be nice. Getting into town rebranding for $100,000. You guys should figure out how town employees could actually put their skill sets to use. I mean, we're hiring these people for certain areas, and they should be able to manage picking out a typography, some pleasing imagery that would match the town, and maybe even brainstorm a new logo possibly, or a new like city village charm. I think it's wonderful. I think that's fine. I don't think you need to change it, but you definitely don't need to hire a consultancy firm to tell you what you should do with your town. You guys should have the political fortitude and brain power to get that done in-house for free, for $0 to the taxpayers. Not another consultant. You just guys love hiring consultants that are politically connected also. Hey, the bicentennial merchandise, which people have been plugging, I have a couple items for the bicentennial merchandise. Everything that you guys are selling, there's no longevity to anything. The only thing that's going to last more than a couple years is a coffee mug and a stainless steel cup. Everything else will be in a landfill soon. But here's a Manchester Bicentennial Youth face mask, and it says, ease into the new normal with this face mask designed for comfort and all-day wear. Your smile may be hidden, but you can still design a face mask as unique as you. That's just so dystopian, isn't it? Hide your smile and slide into the new normal. Then down here, disclaimer, a cloth face mask should not be placed on children younger than 4 years of age. You guys were masking 2 to 4-year-olds for 2 years in the preschool Head Start program. It also says these masks are not medical grade and do not take the place of N95. And wearing a mask is not guaranteed to prevent the transmission of any disease or substitute for other recommended disease-avoiding measures. It's all political theater, and it's disgusting to put a mask on a child who's 4 years old or younger, or any child, really. The other thing that I didn't find very inclusive, the woman's roll cuff T-shirt, it says this ultra-comfortable cuff tee. Well, it's so nice that you'll swear it came from your boyfriend's closet. That's not very inclusive. What if I wanted just to have a really comfortable tee that would fit me? It says, with the fit and well-worn softness of this beloved old tee, your boyfriend may want to borrow this one from you. I mean, I thought this is...
Thank you, Mr. McNamara. Thank you.
All right, hey, I'll catch you next month. See ya.
Thank you. Never a dull moment. Okay. After T-shirts, we're on to